What is going on, everyone? I've been able to spend a week with the 2020 Kia Telluride, and I've got 5 likes and 5 dislikes coming at you right now. Now, before I start this thing off, I want you to know that I have a full, in-depth, detailed review of this. I'll put a link in the description below. I've been very impressed with this vehicle, and I highly recommend that you checking it out if you are looking for a 3-row SUV. Now, in no particular order, starting with my dislikes, dislike number 1 is that LED headlights are only available on the top SX trim. So you're gonna be spending 40 grand plus in order to get LED headlights. My friend's Toyota Corolla 2017 model, base model, has LED headlights. And another thing is, once you get LED headlights in here, it doesn't have Kia's adaptive headlights or air bending technology that kind of moves in the direction that you turn the wheel. I was expecting that, but still, these headlights are good, and you can always swap LED headlights in if you want. My dislike number 2 is the all-wheel drive highway efficiency. So it's rated at 24, and I've been able to do pretty well with it, but 24 is at least 2 miles per gallon behind the new Highlander, the new Pilot with all-wheel drive, and a solid 3 miles per gallon less than the Ford Explorer and also the Subaru Ascent. So maybe even the Mazda CX-9. So you've got a combination of naturally aspirated and turbocharged engines that both do better than this. So I was expecting better, especially considering we have less than 300 horsepower and just barely over 260 pound-feet of torque. My dislike number 3 is the throttle response. So it's a very smooth transmission once you get going and you get good power, but sometimes when I've wanted to pass people, I just want to get around a little bit, and it kicks down, and it takes a while to kick down, and it kicks down further than it should have to because the torque doesn't come out until after 5,000 RPM. And then sometimes when I'm getting started at a stop, I'll push on the gas and I'll just feel like there's nothing there. I have to kind of get into the gas pedal. But once you get used to it and you kind of know where you need to put the gas pedal and just expect it, it gets better. But I wasn't expecting that from this. My dislike number 4 is the seating configurations back there. So it's nice you can get a 7 or an 8 passenger configuration, but you can't get an 8-seat configuration on the top SX trim, which is what we have. You're stuck with the captain's chairs, and you can't get a 7 passenger configuration on the LX or the EX. So there's a couple trims where you can't get the captain's chairs, you're stuck with the bench seat. So I'd like to see availability at least across all lineups or across every trim level. My dislike number 5, now this is not fair and it shouldn't really be a dislike, and it's not a dislike personally of me, but it's because of other things that I've heard people say. Dislike number 5 is that it's a Kia. People are going to dismiss the Telluride just because it's a Kia. Kia has come a long way, folks, and if you are in the market for a 3-row SUV, you really need to take a look at this. But I honestly feel like a lot of people aren't even going to consider it or think twice about it because of it being a Kia. And that is no excuse. This thing is solid and it is really nice. Now it's time for my likes in no particular order. Like number 1 is the warranty. So this is another thing kind of going back to number 5. Give it a chance. You've got a 10-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty. You got a 5-year, 60,000 mile basic warranty. So you're covered pretty darn well, no matter how you look at it. My like number 2 is that Kia really offers a lot of safety tech on all trims, including the base model, and just standard tech anyways across the board. So you've got your forward collision, your emergency braking, your lane keeping, the cruise control, and I'll go through all of that stuff in the full review and tell you more about it and what's on what trim, but there's just a lot of standard technology available on the low trims too. My like number 3 is the use of space. So it's not a huge SUV. It's not quite as big as some of the other 3 rows. It's about 197 inches, which is right in the middle of the pack, but it's got a fantastic use of space in here. Passenger space is good, cargo space is good. I believe it has class-leading legroom, and there's no doubt. I'm 5'9". I can sit in the 3rd row fairly comfortably, about what you would, think you could in a vehicle of this size with some decent headroom and knee room. My like number 4 is the value that you get at every level. So this kind of goes back to the last one, but this is the top SX trim, completely loaded, tons of stuff, some things you don't see on other vehicles, and it's $46,000. Yeah, that's a lot, but when you equip all the other vehicles to the max, you're gonna get to 50 grand and maybe even over 50 grand. So Kia really hits hard at the value department, especially the EX trim. There's a lot of stuff on that trim, and if you want a blend of value and features, you've got it here in this Kia. Now my like number 5 is just the fact that this is the complete package. This is absolutely going to give every single other mainstream competitor, especially the top selling vehicles, a run for their money if people give it a chance. You've got excellent safety options and features, tons of space, cargo space and passenger space across all rows, off-road capability a little bit, and some towing capability, 5,000 pounds front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, no matter which trim level you get. So the Kia Telluride is definitely something that you want to look at if you're looking at a 3-row crossover SUV. I've got a full review in the description below. I really enjoyed my time with it. Leave your comments down below. What are your likes and dislikes? I gave you my 5. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you guys next time.